Today on Sinder's Playground, I'm going to share with you my top 10 hated directors. You want to know who's number one? Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to our very special episode of Sinder's Playground, where today I get to do something that I don't get to do often enough, and that's shit on people. and you guys get to witness it. I am your host, Sinder.
And I'm Jose.
And Jose, are you ready to hear me blast these Hollywood fucks into existence?
Yeah, I'm excited. I want to hear this. Disclaimer, right?
Oh yeah,
disclaimer.
There will be a lot of cursing, a lot of probably me saying a lot of disgusting things. So you have been warned. You know, like I said, if you have low constitutions, you probably should listen to another episode. Because I will be getting vulgar here in this one. Sir, are you ready? Are you excited?
Yeah, let's go. I want to know who these people are.
Oh, man.
And why they are on the list.
Okay, I have one honorable mention, believe it or not.
Of course you do.
Only because I base my list on shit that I've seen. But this person I have not watched one thing of his, but I know they're terrible. So that's why he's a mention. He's not on the 10. Okay. So you want to know who that person is?
Yeah, let's go.
This person is Tyler Perry, man.
Oh my god.
Yes, this cross-dressing motherfucker. You know, he's just the king of black cinema to some people, not me, but some people. So let me tell you a little bit about Mr. Perry, though, sir. Like I said, around 1990, he started out in theaters. When I say theaters, I mean like not musical theaters, but like plays and shit like that, you know. And so after doing that for a while, using his life savings, he put on a production of his own called I've Been Changed. It was a gamble that did not pay off. It was a critical failure. Then 8 years later, somehow he got funding to do it again, this time retooling the story and the play as a whole. And this time he held it at the House of Blues in Atlanta. This one was met with better reviews, and after this, he would do more stage productions. And in the process, developing a huge African fan base. So Perry raised $5.5 million in tickets sales from his plays to fund his first movie, Diary of a Mad Woman, and that's where the shit began to come. So, sir, let me ask you, have you seen any of these motherfucking Tyler Perry films?
I think I've seen them, but not like in its entirety.
Why would you do that?
No, I mean, like, it's just passing by or somebody's watching it. I'm just like, I don't know.
I wouldn't hang out with people who watch these films. What you call it? All right, I have one side note about him though. What you call it? Forbes actually reported him as solding at this point, probably in the last 5 years, he sold $100 million in ticket sales for his movies. His video sales are $30 million in revenue, and he's made $20 million in merchandise.
I mean, he has his own like
empire. That's what it is.
production company,
Yeah.
right, and everything like.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Still, but I mean, it's terrible. Like I said, I mean, his movies basically perpetuate every black stereotype that you possibly think of. That's why I hate him. And yet, black people just eat it up, man. You know, I don't get it, man. I'm not a fan. I will never be a fan. Never watch one of his films. I have better things to do with my time. Actually, I'd rather pick my toenails than to watch one of his fucking movies. Okay, he's the shits. Okay, but like I said, I never seen a film, so I couldn't put him in a 10 because I've only put people in a 10 that I've seen. But I just know his shit is crap. Okay, so going on that logic. So here's the parameters I got for my list. So going from 10 to 1. 10 being you might have done a few things that I like, but you still did some shit that I didn't like. You know, going all the way to number 1 where you haven't did anything I like. Nothing. You're horrible. You're horrible. You have no talent, and you're bad for business. That's the way my scale is going. So, coming out of the gate at number 10. Do you have a guess?
I think I'm gonna go with who's the guy that does the dark comedies? Tim Burton.
Oh, he's on here, but he's not 10. He's okay, so number 10, I have James Cameron. Number 10. So James started out as a production assistant for the film Rock and Roll High School, which is I think that was a late 70s film, believe it or not. He wouldn't get his real education in film until he started working for Roger Corman. Do you know who Roger Corman is, man?
No.
People crown him like the king of the B movie, you know. He's done a lot of B films. A lot. I mean, you should look him up on IMDb. They tell you how many films he did. But yeah. But his films are fun though. They're not. He doesn't take this shit too seriously. You know, like, oh, this is my art, and I need it to be perfect. I'm like, he's just doing it. You know, which I like his films. That's why I like his films. You know, they're not taken seriously. But yeah, he worked with Roger Corman starting out as a miniature model maker. Then he was promoted to art director in one of Roger Corman's films, Battle Beyond the Stars. From there, he got hired to do special effects for Piranha and Piranha 2. The director for Piranha 2 left in the middle of filming, so Cameron was asked to finish up the film, giving him his first major studio directing job. Critics, of course, panned the film. After that film, John began working on his next film. Well, not working on it, but writing his next film, which he took inspiration. I shouldn't say inspiration, but elements from John Carpenter's Halloween and a dream he had about a robot trying to kill him. And then began writing the script for the Terminator. And then, as we know, from there, he just kind of took off.
Yeah.
You know, from there to go. So, why he's on here? Because, I love the Terminator. I love Aliens. I love The Abyss. These are all films he's done, But he's on here because of Titanic. That's why he's on here.
Oh, my God.
A movie I have still never seen. I will never watch that film, That's another episode we can do. The top 10 films Sinder will never watch. Titanic is on that list.
Not even a glimpse?
No. I mean, I've seen stills of that shot with Leo and that girl, like at the edge of the boat or whatever. That's as much as I've seen of that film. That's it. Never. What do you call it? And of course, the stupid ass Avatar movies. And after Titanic, he went on this whole crusade of doing these underwater deep sea documentaries and shit. Did you hear about this?
No.
Oh yeah, because he was so into the ocean after Titanic, he started doing these documentaries about deep sea ocean shit and everything. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You did Aliens, man. Why are you doing this? You know? So the fact that he, went from his sci-fi roots to just dumb shit right now, even though people say Avatar is kind of going back to his roots with sci-fi, but those movies suck in my opinion. Don't care for them or anything like that. So no, he lost his way, man. Like I said, that's why you're the very last one, because you did Terminator, you did Aliens, you did The Abyss, man. 3 films I like.
So is it redeemable? Like, is he, like, if he were to do another Terminator movie or something, or what if they hire him to do an Alien reboot
I mean, I don't know.
and he kills it?
Oh, man, well, I don't know if he still has it, man. That's what I'm saying.
Damn.
I don't know if he still has it, bro. Like I said, I know. It's funny too. He did a special. Well, I should say he co-produced a special about different genres in sci-fi, and he would like sit down and talk to like certain directors and stuff like that. And it was very good. It was well done, man. Like I said, I think it's still in there, but he hasn't had the right vehicle to unleash it, man. I should say I know it's in there, but he hasn't had the right vehicle to unleash it. And what we got? Avatar 2 this year, and he's going right into another one after this. So I don't know when it's gonna come or if it's gonna come. Like I said, although I did hear he did buy the rights back to Terminator. So I don't know.
Yeah, you see.
So I don't know. Like I said.
So number 10 wasn't too bad.
No, it's not. Like I said, he's talented, man. I'm gonna give him that, man. But he lost his way. He lost his way. And like I said, and him buying back the right to Terminator, Arnold's like 60, man. I don't want to see him doing this shit no more, man. And they really shouldn't do a reboot. I would hope he doesn't do a reboot. Just do like a continuation of the story. Get somebody else to play John Connor yet again, I guess. And do it. But no, man. Like I said, he's done. He came. Like I said, he came from B movies, and horror and shit like that, man. So, like I said, I know he had a passion for this weird, freaky shit, and he delivered with the Terminator, which is awesome, man. Oh, how do you like that fact, though? That I told you he got inspiration from Halloween, though.
Yeah,
that's dope.
That is. I didn't know that.
So yeah, James Cameron, number 10. Are you surprised with that pick, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Number 9. Actually, I had my list or in order, but then I had to move some people around. I was just like, oh yeah. I was like, well, I did like that from he did do that. That was nice. So I got to bump him down because he did something like that. So you know what I mean. So it was like that. So number 9, sir. I have the eccentric, weird, delusional Tim Burton at number 9. Oh man,
I knew he was up there.
This guy, bro. Ugh. Believe it or not, he started out with an apprenticeship at Disney. Believe it or not, Burton would work for Disney as an animator, storyboard artist, graphic designer, and concept artist. He worked on the films The Black Cauldron, The Fox and the Hound, and Tron. While at Disney, Burton would work on his first short film called Vincent, which was a stop-motion short. The film was shown at the Chicago Film Festival, and it was there that he would... so it's shown there and a couple of other festivals as well. That following year, though, he would work on his first live-action short called Frankenweenie. After Frankenweenie was completed, Disney fired him, claiming he was using company resources for his own projects. Right there, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, so... but Frankenweenie also did the film festival circuit and was seen by Paul Rubin. Do you know who Paul Rubin is, sir?
No.
Paul Rubin, aka Pee Wee Herman, saw the short and loved it, and picked him to direct his first film, Pee-wee's Big Adventure. So that was his first like big major film, and of course, then from there, off to the races. Why he's at number 9, man? You know,
No,
Batman, 1990 Batman.
the one with the nipples.
No, that's Michael. No, that was Schumacher. That was Batman and Robin. So 1990 Batman, starring big Afro Michael Keaton, bug-eyed Afro Michael Keaton, and overweight Jack Nicholson as your Joker. Man, nah, I hated that. I have to admit though, I probably said this on more than one occasion. I was caught up in the hype, the Batman mania when that came out and everything like that. Yeah. And I sat in a packed theater that weekend, watched it, and like, oh, that was good. Not until I got older and started actually reading Batman comics, I was like, oh, yeah, that wasn't like this at all. That wasn't like this at all. So yes, then yeah, getting older, I was like, yeah, these films are terrible, you know. And I never saw Batman 2, well, Batman Returns, you know, because I was like, no, I've had enough. Okay. So not only did he do that, he did the 2001 Planet of the Apes, which sucked as well. That's with another person I hate, Mark Wahlberg, who was in that film and desecrating that franchise, because I love the original Planet of the Apes films were dope. And then I love this guy's new interpretation of the Planet of the Apes films. You know, but Tim Burton, no, terrible, man. Terrible. And he did another thing that I love, which is Dark Shadows. You ever heard of Dark Shadows before?
No.
This is so dope, man. Like I said, because I know people don't know about it because I think this is on BBC, but picture, if you will. You're familiar with like daytime soap operas and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
You know what? All right, picture that setting, but using like monsters like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Creature from the Black Lagoon, you know, Bride of Frankenstein. So picture that, all those kind of characters in a soap opera setting. Sounds interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It sounds interesting. That's what Dark Shadows was, you know. So he took that idea and made a movie out of it. It's supposed to be, because you know how they do like the series and the movies, like they did what was it, Starsky and Hutch, the movie, 21 Jump Street, the movie, stuff like that. So they did Dark Shadows, the movie, which, like I said, I knew it was gonna be bad. That's why I didn't even watch it. Even though I love the property, I knew he was gonna fuck it up, man. Because because I know he was trying to make it funny. You know, make it funny. And him and his like best friend Johnny Depp, who did like 20 billion films together. You know, even though I like Johnny, wow. All right, I wouldn't go that far. He's okay. He's not in my top 10 or 20 of my favorite actors, but he's all right. He's all right. And of course, probably the biggest, well, not the biggest thing, but the second biggest thing I hate, I thought he directed this, but he didn't direct it. He wrote it though, which is The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is the thing all the fucking weird ass kids like now, you know, and everything is like every Halloween people just love that shit, man. You know, what's good? I again never watched this film. I don't want to watch it. You know, just the fact like like I told you about like My Hero Academia. No, I said when it first came out, everybody was like hyping it up and everything, and that, you know what that does to me, right? Makes me not want to watch it. Not want to watch it, man. You know, so when I see all these fucking kids, you know, actually, it's not just kids, it's like nerdy girls too. You know, just love The Nightmare Before Christmas, man, and just like anything about it, they just love it. I was like, yeah, I'm not watching that. Nah, man, I'm not watching that, man. You know, so yeah, mainly for Batman, though, because fucked up my favorite superhero. And as I told you many times, after those shitty films, I was like, yeah, that's it. I'm never gonna get a good Batman film. They ruined it. They ruined it. It's over. You know. But glad I was wrong.
Yep, you were.
Glad I was wrong. What you call it? Yes.
I think he did a good job with the Penguin.
What, in Batman 2?
Yeah,
No.
he made him look.
Horrendous.
He made him look crazy.
No. It's not it. Not it. Because, I mean, wait, what's his real name?
Who?
Penguin. Well, the character's name is Penguin. What's his character? What's his
Pennywise? No, Penny.
No,
No.
you're thinking of Alfred Pennyworth. No.
Whoops.
Oh, damn it, man! You're messing me up. All right.
Well, I don't know. I thought they did a good job with it. I was like, oh, that's how
You liked it?
looks like. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, so my view may be similar to yours. But when I saw it as a kid, I enjoyed all the Batman movies I could get.
Oswald Copperpot. That's his name. Oswald.
Cobblepot.
Yes, Oliver Copperpot. Yes. Like, see, he's suave, man. Doesn't look like a hideous fucking mutant.
He looks hideous,
Yeah.
man. What are you talking about?
No, he doesn't,
He
man.
does not look suave.
Yes, he's suave. He's a man with taste and elegance, man.
Yeah,
You know?
he was eating fish.
You know, so yeah, did not like that interpretation of him at all. You know, so again, made me not want to see it. You know, especially after the horrible job they did with the Joker. You know, I was just like, yeah, I'm not on board for this, man. Yeah. Okay, why he's number 9? I do like Edward Scissorhands. I like Beetlejuice. And I like Sleepy Hollow, which is probably the best thing for me that he's ever done. You see Sleepy Hollow?
Yeah, that was good.
It was good. I liked it. You know.
That's his specialty, like old.
No, it's not. It's weird shit is his specialty.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, Scissorhands, Beetlejuice, I like those, too. But yeah, no, I really like Sleepy Hollow. Like I said, best thing he did. Probably the best thing he will ever do, as far as I'm concerned. He wasn't able to. I'm concerned. Well, I mean, out of those 3, which one do you like the best? Like Scissors, Beetlejuice, or Scissorhands?
Yep.
Is that your favorite Johnny Depp performance?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd say it's one of.
He barely says anything.
But it was good. Like he put emotions in his.
He emotes.
acting. Yeah.
He emotes.
Yeah, he makes you feel without having to say anything.
I mean, what is my favorite Johnny Depp film? I think about it. Oh, Sleepy Hollow was coming. Oh no, Blow. You see Blow?
No.
Oh, you gotta watch that, man. Oh man, he's so cool in that, bro. You gotta watch that, man. So cool. All right, moving along. Number 8, sir. Hold on, find my spot. Oh, this motherfucker. Oh, yes, sir. Number 8, man. I'm gonna fuck up his name on purpose, just so y'all know going forward. This is M. Night Shyamalan. What's it called? Who made his first film while he was still a student at NYU. The film titled Playing with Anger, he made using money he got from his parents and his family, from his friends and family, excuse me. From there, he would direct another independent film called Wide Awake. His second film would get him recognition as it was played at film festivals. The next year, he was hired to write Stuart Little. Let that sink in for a second. Oh, did you know that was his first write?
No. I didn't.
Oh, good. I didn't know that either. What's it called? Him and his friend would write the original script for that film and Miramax, I'm sorry, fucking up my timeline here. So him and a friend wrote together a script, and then Miramax called and said they love the script and they want to make it. That film would be The Sixth Sense. which Knight would go on to direct as well. What you call it? And then off to the races, as we know. Okay, so M Night Shimasham. Why I dislike him? What you call it? Why is on the list? The Village, After Earth, with that crappy Will Smith film with him and his fucking son, and probably the most egregious thing he's ever done was that live action Avatar: The Last Airbender film. Which I love that fucking cartoon, bro. It's probably my second favorite Nickelodeon cartoon behind Invader Zim.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, behind Invader Zim. But what he did to that, it just fucked it all up. And I was like, oh man, you fucked it up, man. You fucked it up. Now, thanks to him, we'll probably never get a live action Avatar: Last Airbender, which is fine. I mean, fuck it. I mean, they can't even do it now at this point, man. I don't care. Look at all the crappy shit Netflix is doing, but they try to turn cartoons into live action. They're terrible at it. And so is this fucking guy. So M. Night Shyamalan. So yeah, those films. I mean, is there something that's he done that you watched that you did not like?
I can't recall.
Okay, so he's low on the list because I did like The Sixth Sense. I like Signs, and I like Unbreakable. What do you call it? But when I saw The Village, man, I was like, "Oh, you motherfucker!" I felt I was what's the word I'm looking for? First, I was hoodwinked, scammed, taken advantage of, and sold a bill of goods. What you call it? Okay, I get that. That's your thing, that you do the twist ending, but like the way those trailers look for The Village, I'm like, oh, we're doing monsters now? Oh, I like this. This is going to be good, man. And then find out, spoilers, that no fucking monsters, man. Nah, man, I was heated, came another. I'm like, and from that day, I'm like, fuck it. I didn't watch anything he's done after that. Okay, wait, did Unbreakable come after that?
I want to say yes.
Okay, so might as well. All right, so Unbreakable. All right, so one thing. But nah, man, that just eats me up inside. Hate being sold something or expecting something. I shouldn't say expecting something, but led to believe something, and then you just pull the rug from under me. Fuck him. Don't like his films. I've never seen his films. What's it called? And like I said, and he's just becoming worse over the years. So I've been told with his movies. So no, he can shit. What do you have a favorite film of his?
I would say Unbreakable.
Yeah.
I like that one.
All right. Did you think he was gonna be on here?
Yeah, but I thought he was gonna be lower.
Why you think I like a lot of his shit?
No, I thought you hated more of his shit.
Yeah, I do. I hate it. Okay. That was M. Night Shyamalan, Shim Sham. So we're going on to number 7. This guy. Oh man. Oh, he's a detriment to the film industry as a whole, in my opinion. Oh man. Not only that, but he came into this business like, what's what I'm looking for? Too easy. You know how people struggle for years and years just to even get on a set?
Yeah.
He just slides right in, bro. I'm talking about Michael fucking Bay, bro. You know what his first job was?
No.
He was interning for George Lucas, man, at Lucasfilms.
Damn. Well, that's gonna throw you up there.
Interning for George Lucas, and he was 16 at the time, so he was still in high school. What you call it? He did storyboards for Raiders of the Lost Ark. What you call it? I mean, people love that Raiders of the Lost Ark. I love Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's a fucking classic film. He did storyboards for that. This fucking guy. Okay, so He graduated from Wesley University in 1986, majoring in film and English. After that, he attended Art Center College of Design in Pasadena, California. After graduating from there, he got work directing commercials and music videos. But there was one commercial that got people's attention, and that was the Coca-Cola commercial. What'd you call it? There's the one where everybody's fucking singing, you know, and how they show like different races and shit like that. I don't know you remember that commercial. You know,
I don't know, maybe.
So there's certain different like races and cultures and ethnicities and shit like that. So that's the one that got people's attention. What you call it? And that got him his second commercial gig, which is, believe it or not, this motherfucker came up with the Got Milk campaign, which I didn't even know. And I was like, what? He did that? So from the Got Milk commercials, he gained the attention. Well, he got the attention, I should say, of Jerry Bruckheimer. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
Do you? Or just saying yeah?
I heard of his name, but I don't know his work.
Okay, so this Jerry Bruckheimer, he produces a lot of films and shows, but his most notable things are directing damn near all the Pirates movies, Pirates of the Caribbean films, and he also produces all the fucking CSI shows. So this guy,
that's probably where I know him from.
So he picked Michael Bay to direct what would be Michael Bay's first film as head director for a major studio, and that would be Bad Boys, his first major studio film. What you call it? And as you know, Bad Boys was a success, and it just took off from there. You know, what you call it? I do not like Michael Bay because one why it's here, Armageddon, which is terrible, which is terrible, and of course all the Transformers films except for the first one. I like the first Transformers.
Yeah, films. I was like, you hate all of them
except for the first one. I like the first Transformers films. What you call it? But everything after that is garbage. You know what you call it? And he also does well. I don't even know what number it is now, but that last iteration of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with those horrible costumes, and you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that's him too. You know, shitting all over my childhood. First the Transformers, now the Turtles. You know, please stop letting him just take these franchises and shitting all over them. He's horrible. I hate him, man. Oh, and ours. All right. I guess I should mention something he did do that I like. The dude that I like. But he didn't direct this. He produced it. So you can take that information what you will. Which is he produced the early 2000s Texas Chainsaw Massacre films, which I like. So those are fun. You know, everything like that. But again, I probably liked him because, again, he didn't direct them. He just produced them. So there's that little caveat on that. So did you think I would mention him, sir, Michael Bay?
Yeah, I've heard you shit on him.
What do you think about that, though? I mean, fucking in high school, get the intern for George Lucas, man.
Yeah, he got lucky.
Lucky? Shit, man. He's lucky as a job. I mean, yeah, he got really lucky, man. God, I'm sorry. Yeah, his parents must have knew somebody that works for George and be like, hey, can you give my son a little internship? You know, he really likes the movies. You know, like I said, he likes that Star Wars thing. Yeah, he likes that. You know, it's like, yeah, sure, I can make that happen. Boom. Now he's a multi-millionaire. Destroying franchises one decade at a time. So yeah. I said that was 7, right? So we're going 6. Number 6, sir. Oh man. We have a name I've said many times. That is Shane Black. Oh, bro.
I thought he was gonna be like 4.
Nah, he's 6, man. What's it called? Well, I'll tell you why he's this low because he did some good stuff. So after college, Black wrote and directed his first film with the financial support of his parents. This was an independent film called The Shadow Company, which is basically a movie about paranormal activities happening during the Vietnam War, which I don't know, that's kind of a lot to take on for your first film, I think. you know, but his script somehow was passed around in Hollywood, and which got him an actual agent. So I guess the agent read the script like, this guy's talented. Let me sink my hooks into him. So the agent got him meetings with studio executives. All right, so for like a year, nothing happened. But then Fox showed interest in him and hired him to rewrite scripts. I didn't even know that was a job that you could just rewrite scripts. But yeah, so they hired him to just rewrite scripts. And then he was asked to help write the script for Lethal Weapon. So after that, Black asked Joel Silver, who was a producer at the time. Side note: Joel Silver, was raised in Orange, New Jersey.
Wow.
Just want to throw it out there because, if you don't know already, if you're listening to this, me and him are from Jersey. So anytime I research something and somebody's from Jersey, I'm gonna point it out just so you know for the future. Because I want people to know that we're not all losers. So yes. So anyway, what'd you call it? So Joe Silver, Joe Silver in a small part in the movie he was producing called Predator. What you call it? And at the same time, while he was going on a set for Predator, he was also writing the Monster Squad, which I like that. What you call? And then after the Monster Squad, basically that was his big personal, big debut movie, which everybody liked. I don't think anybody talked bad about it. I even fucking like it. So yeah, it was good. And from there, he was off to the races. Have you seen Monster Squad?
No, I'm looking it up right now because I don't know if I've seen it.
It's good, man. I like it, man. I mean, yeah, it is kind of kiddie-ish, but I still like it because it deals with monsters and shit like that. Man, it's cool, man. Why he's on the list, sir? You know why he's on the list, man? Because Shane did The Nice Guys. That was with Gosling and Russell Crowe, I think. It was terrible. And then he did Iron Man 3, which is probably my worst hated Marvel film. I'm not gonna say ever, but it's in the conversation. and he did The Predator from 2017, which we all know, we all hate it. Probably. Actually, after that film, I thought The Predator was dead. I'm like, yeah, this like we're not gonna get a good. We're not gonna get a good Predator now. It's over. Thank you again. Thank God I was wrong again. Because we did get Prey after that. So that's good. He did write Lethal Weapon, which I like. And I think he wrote the second one too. Lethal Weapon 2. What's it called? And like I said, wrote direct Monster Squad, which I like. And do you remember the film The Last Boy Scout?
No.
No, that was with I think it was who was that? It was Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans, I think. Yeah. So action comedy. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny, So he had those to his credit, the shit that I like. So Monster Squad, the two Lethal Weapon films, and The Last Boy Scout. So, but man, that Iron Man 3, man, that
Soiled it.
Just soiled it. Actually, that's a good question. Do you have a least favorite Marvel? Or let me say least favorite MCU film, because there were Marvel films before the MCU. But you're for the MCU.
Anything that demeaned the Hulk.
All right, that's a wide spectrum. I said one film. I said one film. I know. I mean, Iron Man 3 might be my worst hated MCU film. I think it is for the ones that I've seen because I haven't seen anything probably in the last 2 years from Marvel. So yeah, so the ones that I've seen, yeah, Iron Man 3 is up there. And of course he did the Predator, which just taking something cool and fucking it up, man. I find it funny though that he had a small part in the original Predator and would come back like 20 years later to direct a Predator movie and making it bad, even though you're part of the best one. You saw what happened. You saw what made it work.
Yeah.
Why would you? How could you make a bad one? I don't. Jesus Christ, he's so bad. It's so bad. Oh, it's fucking shit, man. And yet he still keeps getting work. I don't understand, man. Fucking ass. Okay. Good number 5. This another guy just falls back asswards into success. I don't understand it, man. Some people just lucky. You know what I mean? Some people just lucky, bro. And this piece of trash, and I use that term meaningfully on purpose, is Brett Radner, man.
Oh, I heard you trash.
Brett Radner, man. This piece of trash started directing music videos at first while he was still in school at NYU. And he made a short film at this time, and the campus showed the film, and one of the days they were showing the film, the the group Public Enemy happened to be on campus, and they watched the film and they liked it, and they wanted him to direct their next video, which he would go on to do. Not only that gig got him directing other people's videos like Redman, Wu-Tang Clan, Jay-Z, Mariah Carey, Madonna. Just from him doing the Public Enemy video. So after this success of all these big name musical acts, he was hired by New Line Cinema to direct the comedy Money Talks, starring Chris Tucker. The two actually would become real life friends, and then circle around back again to work together in the Rush Hour series. So that fucking series, Brett Ratner did all 3 of those films, which I'd never seen the one. I think I saw like half of the first one. I was like, all right, I'm done. Like I said, do you like those films?
Yeah, they were alright.
I mean, Chris Tucker's too over the top for me, bro. He really? He is. I think he is, man. I like him in Friday, the first one. That was only Good Friday, by the way. Yeah, that's about it. Everything else is in. He's just like ridiculous, like too ridiculous for me. Let's go. Why he's on the list? Okay, let's see. He directed X-Men: The Last Stand, which is the worst X-Men film. I think. I don't know. Would you say that or Wolverine Origins is the worst X-Men film? What do you think?
Yeah, I would say that one.
The Last Stand? Yeah, it was pretty bad. I hated it.
As in, no one can stand that movie.
No. So he's on here for that shitty Rush Hour series, and then Tower Heist. Do you remember that, Phil?
No.
Exactly. But to his credit, he did direct Red Dragon, which is one of the Hannibal Lecter films. So I give you that.
That's the one with Edward Norton, I think, right?
I mean, how do you go from that to Tower Heist? I don't understand, bro. I don't understand it, bro. Like I said. So before I go on, what do you think about this guy and his start in doing music videos for just these major, musical acts?
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't. He worked with some great fucking musical talent.
And all because Public Enemy saw his independent film. His short little film on the NYU campus. I was like, wow, okay, luck, lucky. Okay. Oh, wait, is that the dude? Oh yeah, yo. Also, I called him a piece of trash at the beginning. You know why? Because he was part of the whole Me Too movement when everybody started cracking down on Hollywood people about their sexual misdeeds and stuff like that.
Oh, so he was loose.
Yeah, man. Yep, he was part. He was part of that.
Damn.
He's part of that whole thing. So that's why I called him a piece of trash at the beginning. So I can't believe I didn't write that. But yeah. So Brett Ratner. Like I said, well, he is from New York. I'm just saying. Okay, going on. Number 4, sir. Oh. This guy not only fucked up one thing, he fucked up 2 things. 2 things that I like. You know, so that's why he's like high up on here. Well, you know what I mean, like high on the list, man. I'm sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I'm trying to know what profane words I'm gonna use. Okay. I'm talking about Mark Steven Johnson. Okay. After graduating college, he got a job writing for Warner Brothers. First 2 movies he wrote were Grumpy Men and Grumpier Old Men. You remember those films?
No.
Yeah, because they're trash. What you call it? After that, he would write Jack Frost. Do you remember that film? That was with Michael Keaton when he was made into the real snowman.
Yeah,
okay.
I think I.
Yeah. What's that? Damn, Michael Keaton. You need to get a better agent. Well, I'm sure he has one now, but like back then, man. Ugh. Then after that, he would be hired to direct his first film.
What film is that?
And that would be Daredevil, man. Daredevil, man. Again, going back to my earlier conversation we had a couple of weeks ago about how I was saying how some of these studios, they hire these first-time directors because they get them on the cheap, but yet they will put them on a franchise or potential franchise, you know, to to save a buck, you know. So you're gonna give, our first attempt at a Daredevil film and give it to somebody who's never directed a film? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, especially if you want this to be a franchise, man. You know, get somebody established. You know, But you know what? He's not done there. He would follow that up with Ghost Rider, sir.
This guy.
Follow up with Ghost Rider, sir.
If you got 10 if you had 10 seconds to say something in his ear right now, what would you say?
It's like you're horrible at your job. That's what I'm saying. Terrible, man.
Man.
2 of the worst comic book films ever made, in my opinion. Especially Ghost Rider. I mean, I don't know what I hate more. Ghost Rider or Daredevil?
Ghost Rider for sure.
Yeah, probably Ghost Rider. Yeah. Oh God.
He fucked that up,
man. And then he did the second one too.
That's why Ghost Rider still hasn't recovered.
No, he hasn't. No,
because of that trash.
Yeah, what's called, man? Like I said, worse. I mean, Ghost Rider's so bad all around. Bad casting, bad writing, obviously bad direction. You know, no chemistry between the characters, no story beats. Oh my god, it's what you call it. They should show this in film schools to students to say, sorry, this is how you not to make a film, especially a superhero film. Watch Ghost Rider. Yeah, Mark Steven Johnson, bro. Like I said, you're horrible at your job. You suck. And I hope you never work again. That's just one of the or at least not working in not work for a major studio. Like I said, you can do your little independent shitty films. You can do those, but nah, man. Crap. Ooh, top 3 for are you ready? Number 3. Yes, sir. Number 3, man.
Get into the nitty gritty.
Oh boy, you have no idea, man. Like I said, this will probably be the entry with the most curses in it. Letting you know. Wait, let me take a sip.
And yes, to rehydrate for this one.
At number 3 of my most hated directors, Sinder's worst hated directors, I have Ryan Johnson, who made his film debut with the independent film Brick, which was a crime drama. It was made for about $500,000 and was a DVD release, and also played in very, very, very few theaters. It's one of those things where it was like a DVD release and it was in certain theaters. Um, so it got good critical reception, but fans kind of just like, eh. His second film, The Brothers Bloom, what you call it, was more well received, and also what you call it, gave him the excuse me, gave him the in, because after working with, I always fuck up this kid's name, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Is that his name? You know what I'm talking about.
Levitz.
Yeah, Levitz. What you got? um, so he saw his first two films and he thought he had something, and then he got him his first directing job, which was 2012's Looper. Uh, the two would then work together again. I mean, on the sequel, but with the sequel, obviously Jordan was in that, but he helped produce it and everything. But that was a straight to DVD thing. But then Disney hired him after they saw Looper. Well, I should say Disney. I should say Kathleen Kennedy hired him after she saw Looper to write and direct The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi. Now, I don't even have to explain the why, I don't think.
No.
Why he's at number 3. The Last Jedi. It might be the worst Star Wars thing ever, in my opinion. What do you think?
Yeah.
We're like worst Star Wars things ever. What do you call it? This lackluster man. Lackluster man did 3 films before Disney. Well, I'm not gonna say Disney again. Before Kathleen Kennedy hired him. What's good to do again? Why? You had him write and direct, even after doing 3 projects. I was like, oh. You wonder why that movie's hated so much. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why that movie's hated, but he, to me, is the main focus. Why it's hated, man. I mean, what the fuck, man? Yeah, that is my most hated Star Wars thing. I think it's that. It's that. Brian fucking Johnson. I think I said this on another show, but like I said, if I lived in California, like when this came out, I would actually probably try to Google his address. And
No.
Google his address and what you call it, and then I wouldn't do anything about it. I would just egg his house like daily, every day. I would make it a point to egg his house. What you call it. That's all. Nothing for I'm like, that's for Star Wars, son of a bitch. Every day, man. Oh, he is the worst. And I hope he never gets another job. And there's rumors, I don't know if this is complete or not, that Kathleen Kennedy wants to hire him again for another
show. No.
For something else Star Wars. So, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the rumor going around. And if that's the case, man, I might be off of Star Wars. I'm serious. So yeah, Ryan Johnston, you're the worst. You destroyed a thing I loved. Well, I still love it a little bit, but you made me love it less. You made me love it less. And yeah, I hope you're out in hell and your children have horrible crippling diseases. Now, number 2, sir. Oh man, number 2. Mm. This is kind of sad. It really is. I don't have so much hate for this person, but they're just sad. So, number 2, sir, we have the tandem of Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer. Okay. Say that again. Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer. Jason, who was raised in Paterson, New Jersey, met Aaron at the University of California. The two would form a bond while going to school together. While going to school, the duo would both have jobs, and also write stories in their free time. Jason's father, who was also in the business, made a short comedy reel with Leslie Nielsen from The Naked Gun. He showed Nielsen the script for one of his son's movies, which was a spy spoof, I should say. Nielsen loved it and then would help the two finance and get their first film done, which is called Spy Hard, which Leslie Nielsen starred in. You remember that?
No.
Okay, yeah, it was just like a spoof on all the spy movies, stuff like that. And taken from that, why they're on the list? Cause these fuckers, they made all the scary movies. They made Date Movie, Meet the Spartans, Disaster Movie, Vampires Suck. Basically all spoof films, all stupid ass movies that I hate. Stupid ass movies that I hate. And oh god, they're so fucking retarded, man. And I mean, wait, have you seen any of these fucking spoof movies?
I just saw Scary Movie like 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Let's go. Yeah,
I'm not too big into spoof movies.
Yeah, I don't like any of these shits. Fuck that. Not spoof movies. I go to the cinema to be entertained in a serious manner. Serious manner, man. So when you do dumb shit like this, it makes me, not want to watch your film. These films are horrible, man. Like I said, they suck. Let's go. When's the last time a spoof movie has come out? It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while, hasn't it? You know why? Because it was a fad, just like everything else, man. And these guys are probably just working, pushing brooms at their local Mickey D's right now. So, so you two, even though, well, I'm not from Patterson, so I don't give a shit. But yeah, you two bad guys, but maybe you should try doing more serious stuff, instead of hitching your wagon into this one genre. That's what creative people in Hollywood do. They mix things up. Just saying. So yeah, you two dirtbags can get fucked. Get fucked. Man, I'll be honest. My number 1, I was tempted to put Tyler Perry here.
Oh my god!
But as I said, I was just like, I really shouldn't put him number 1 if I haven't seen anything from him. That's not right. You have to see somebody's shittiness before I can grade it. Right? Right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But I was debating about it though. I'm like, man, should I put Tyler at number 1?
Yeah, I felt the rage in you when you were talking about Tyler Perry.
I don't know. He just makes black people look bad, man. He's like perpetuating the stereotypes and everything like that, man. It's just like, bro, we're all not like that. This guy. As I'm about to read my number 1, what do you call it? I'm thinking about other people that I missed. I'm like, man, I should do a part 2 to this. So I'm thinking about other people. Oh man, I didn't mention what's his face. So yeah, actually, yeah, there might be a part 2 of this in the future. I'll do like 11 through 20. But damn, that's this guy's fucking name.
You forgot his name?
I can't pronounce it. It's U Bowl. That's what it says. U Bowl, what you call it, who from Germany and studied at the University of Cologne. That's in Germany. Uh, he decided to go into the film business after seeing a few of Marlon Brando's films. Um, it's funny. His films are financed by his own production company called uh, Boyle KG Productions, um, which is I found interesting because for some reason, I don't know, their economy is kind of different over there, obviously from ours. So I don't know how he keeps getting this money to make films because he doesn't have like a job. This is what he does. So yeah, like I said, something wrong going over there in Germany. I don't know. Like I don't know how your economy works. But anyway, his first two films though were low budget horror films. One called Backwoods, and the other called Heart of America, which he wrote and directed both. From there, he would go on to do what he's best known for, and that is making crappy video game movies. Uh, which ones? Let me list them for you. He did Alone in the Dark and its sequel, Alone in the Dark 2, that's a cool game if you've ever played that, Alone in the Dark.
No, I haven't.
Have you heard about it?
Yeah, I heard about it, but I haven't played it.
That's a cool fucking game. What you call it? Oh, he did the Blood Rain films. Do you remember that video game, Blood Rain? Blood Rain. What you call it? Which there are 3 of them. What you call it? He also did a movie adaptation of the game Postal and Far Cry, and also he did House of the Dead. House of the Dead. Never heard of any of these films? Oh, you know why? That's because they had very, very, very small limited releases in theaters, and or would go to direct DVD or Blu-ray. Now, I would say streaming services. He has been labeled the worst director of the 2000s by many people's list. How bad? Let me drop some numbers on you. House of the Dead, what you call it, opened in theaters. One of his few that actually had a worldwide release. What you call it? Had a budget of $12 million. Its opening weekend, it made 5. Alone in the Dark had a budget of $20 million. It made $5 million. The budget for the first Blood Rain movie had a budget of $24 million, probably his biggest budget to date, and that made $2 million. It made $2 million. He is unequivocally the worst director working today. That's not me. That's just facts. Like I said, the numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. That's just facts. What do you call it? Yeah, I told you I've seen House of the Dead, didn't I? I'm asking you.
No.
Yes, I did.
Did you?
I did. I did. Remember, I told you. Have you ever walked out of a film before?
Oh.
And you said you've never. And I said, yeah, I did once. That was when I watched House of the Dead.
Damn.
Yeah. I got halfway through. I'm like, all right, I'm done. Nah, can't do it. There's bad movies, and then there's those bad movies that are so bad they're funny, and you just want to go there and watch the spoof at them. And then there are films that are so incoherent and so stupid that your brain can't even comprehend what you're seeing, and like I can't do this. That's what House of the Dead was like for me. Yeah, because I mean it's a cool game. I do like that game. So I figured I'd give it a chance. Plus, I mean at this time we weren't saturated with video game movies. Like, the first Mortal Kombat was good, I can't think of what else. Oh, the first Resident Evil was good, So I was just like, video games, like I said, they're not all bad, so I'll give it a chance. Walked out of it. I'm like, nah, I can't do it, man. Like I said, man. Yeah, I've never walked out of a theater from the film, but I did that day. Did that day, man. Yeah, it was too bad. It was so bad. Not only that, I mean, you want to tell me why it's bad? You want to know why? You want to know why it's bad, man? Okay, first of all, I think you have to make your stars likable. I think that's rule number one. When you're even writing, before you even start shooting, when you're writing, you have to make your characters likable. So if they're not likable, you lost half the battle right there. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Would you agree?
I agree.
Yeah. So picture a group of spoiled college kids go on this island for a getaway and everything like that. And I wouldn't say spoiled / privileged. And
So they're already not like.
yeah, kind of like, man. And they're just bad people, being shitty to the help, cheating on each other because they're couples there, so they fuck each other and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, I forgot how it started, but zombie outbreak, somebody got infected. Somebody got infected. I mean, not them, but somebody, like employees on the island, got infected, and it just spreads. Then it finally goes. Then it starts getting down to them, and then out of nowhere, these kids, they just somehow they know how to use weapons, machine guns, arms, swords, blades, axes, everything like that. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Why all of a sudden can this girl do like 8 backflips in a row and then throw like a spear at a zombie's head with point accuracy, man? That doesn't happen, man. And the stunts looked unconvincing. You know how some people like do like bad stunts and you can see it? Yeah. I was like, nah, that looks too fake. Yeah, that's too fake, man. And the acting was appalling. Appalling, man. Like I said, I'm like, oh man, you actually rolled with this? It's like, oh, good. That's good print. Let's roll that. That's good. We're good. We're done for the day. All right, everybody. Great job, everybody. No, it's terrible. It's terrible. So, like I said, when I got to the point in the middle of the film where, like I said, they were like doing like ninja moves, man. When I say ninja moves, I'm like,
the backflips and stuff like that.
Well, not only that, but just like, disappearing. Well, that's not disappearing, but reappearing out of nowhere, like in the cover of night and everything. Like,
oh shit.
I was just like, all right, no, I'm done, man. I'm
Damn.
done. Like, I'm done, man. I can't, bro. Like I said, man, I'm all for stupid fun in a film, man, but then there's stupid fun, and then there's like, make it make sense at least. Yeah. Make it make sense at least.
Come out of somewhere.
Yeah, make it sense at least, man. I'm just like, oh, so yeah, walked out of that film, man. And so I highly recommend not watching any of these films. Like I said, if you like the Far Cry series, which I do, don't watch it. Alone in the Dark is a good game. Don't watch those. Oh, and Blood Rain is probably his worst, believe it or not, man. Like I said, that is just basically, I don't know if you remember in the 80s, there was a time where there was a lot of like barbarian films. Do you remember those? I mean, besides Conan, but there was a lot of like barbarian films, with like clantily cladded women, if I'm saying that right. Yeah, guys with just a loincloth on. You know what I'm talking about? Those films.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of like blood and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what Blood Rain is. Like you said, yeah, that should have been made 30 years ago. Not now. And he made 3, 3 of them. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, man? I mean, I'm all for looking at trashy films. That just has sex and violence. That's fine, especially if you have hot girls in it, man. But then, I don't know. I guess as I gotten older, I've gotten to a point where, yeah, movie has to have a little bit of substance, a little bit, a little bit, man. I mean, if I watch Hot Chicks, man, Hot Chicks, man, that's what the hub is for, What's it called, man? You give me something different, man. Give me that and something else,
Yeah.
Give me that and something else, man. So yeah, what's this fucker's name? Yeah, Oid Boyle. Yeah, just fucking weird ass name for a weird ass guy. Another tidbit about this guy, believe it or not, he has retired from filmmaking and come back like 3 different times, just because he said it's not worth it. The work and effort and like that, and what you call it, and seeing no return. I'm like, well, yeah, you know, you know. But also another thing, what he does too. Uh, since everybody shits on his film, like critics, they shit on his film. He's actually had open challenges for film critics to fight him in a boxing ring.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and what you call it, man. I'm just like, oh my god, it's anything for publicity, right? Just to get your face out there. Yeah, of course, nobody's taking him up on it. I mean, he's kind of a big dude. he's kind of a big dude. But but yeah, like I said, so he is the worst director in modern times. In modern times, so that's my list. Any surprises? Anybody, out of nowhere?
I never heard of Uwe Boll until you brought it up.
What, you're looking him up?
Yeah.
Yeah, you looked him up. Yeah, man. So bad. Yeah. Postal's a good game too, man. But that was a PC game. You ever heard of that game?
No.
That's dope, man. Oh, that's a dope game. You just go around just like fucking shit up. It's awesome. Like I said, they need to bring that on console, man. I would definitely play that game religiously. Play that game religiously, man. Anybody you're surprised with on my list?
No.
No. Oh, do you figure everybody should be there? Did you? Well, everybody I named, you figured I would name.
Yeah.
Okay. What are your thoughts on Tyler Perry being mentioned? Being mentioned.
I mean, I don't really, like I said, I'm not really into like directors and learning about directors and stuff like that as much. But I don't know. I mean, I've heard good things about him, but I never seen his movie, so I can't say I have any opinion on it.
I mean, I'm sure he's a decent human being, but as far as talent goes, no. No. Yeah, so that's it. Like I said, I definitely want to revisit this again because there's people I didn't shit on that I would like to shit on, so I definitely want to do this again. Oh man, but thank you for listening to me rant and shit on these people who suck. Who suck at their job at making films or at directing films. So, if you would, you can follow me on Instagram at Sinder666. There, I post about this very podcast in my YouTube channel and just cool shit I find on the internet. Like I said, if you want to message me, you message me there, or have a show suggestion, or maybe tell me your most hated director. Who do you hate the most? Who's done damage to a brand that you like? Tell me. I like to know. I can feel your pain. I want to share the pain. Share the pain with you, man. Throw it over to this guy.
And I'm Jose. You can follow me on Instagram at JoseCE90. And yeah, slide in the DMs. Let us know what's up. Let us know if you listen every week. Let us know if you have any show suggestions or tweaks. We're all open ears.
Yeah, like I said, we are always welcoming feedback. So whatever you guys want to say, let us know for sure. And one last thing, if you like this show, the show as a whole, if you like it, follow us, whatever platform you're listening to this on, and help us out tremendously if you would hit that 5-star rating on whatever platform you're listening to this on. Really appreciate it, man. And share. Like I said, if you know people who are into silly geek stuff like we are, let them know about this show. I would like the cult to get bigger, as I mention every week. But until then, I'm Sinder. We will talk to you guys next time.
Peace out.